business none? New business? We're waiting for settle.
I can go for mine.
Yes.
You can go through yours?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Sharon.
Okay. I'm gonna do the Dems first. So I have, no ballot enclosed, there were 33. Party changed too late was 28. Certificate missing, 8. ID not completed, 2. Incomplete bearer portion, 7. Declared wrong party, 2. I'm sorry, they took my stuff out of order. Maria, can you go back to correct that for declared wrong party? That's not correct. Bearer exceeded limit is 2. Declared wrong party is 45. Wrong party enclosed, there was 1. Republicans, no ballot enclosed, 13. Certificate missing, 3. Incomplete bearer portion, 2. Declared wrong party, 23. Party changed too late, 6. 5, wrong party enclosed. Now I have some marked ballots here. There are 16 Dems that you need to look at and 7 Republicans on marked
The
ballots.
first section were the Dems, is that what you're saying?
Yes,
Yes,
the first numbers.
the first numbers were the Dems.
There's like voted wrong party or something there? If they all got
Wrong
these-
party enclosed or
How
vote
did
wrong
they
party.
have, in either instance, they only are supposed to have received a ballot for their own party? How
Okay,
did they vote?
so what happened was when the mail-in ballot went out, the voter changed their party, declared their party.
On the form, and there's, they wrote the other
Afterwards.
party, they wrote the other party in the form as to what party they were in, but they were already a member of the other party, so that they're, okay, I understand.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I move that we reject all of the ballots that were just presented to us.
So I need to
Other
look
than-
at
other than the
several
marked
marked
ones.
The
ballots.
verbal list, just
Yes.
give.
Okay.
Second.
Call. Yes.
Commissioner Clinton.
Yes.
Commissioner Castro.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, if I'm thinking water. These are more ballots. These are more ballots. I just want to see how to fit it underneath the best first. These are Dennis. Sorry for the delay. Just lie down for a second. My hands back to you, okay? So here's the envelope for the first one. So these are marked ballots.
Oh, good, I saw them writing.
Trying to figure out which way it goes. Thank you. Can you see it? It's initials.
Yeah.
Mark.
Can you use that light also, please? Thank you.
Right there, it's initial, the last one.
Yep.
Yeah, good.
Is it blurry?
So I'm in the front, so you want me to sit back, Sylvia? No, oh my goodness.
It's on the border, you see, the initials.
Yeah.
signed it.
Okay.
Initial.
Where, oh, under the X, okay, sorry. No, that's all right.
Those are initials also. Yeah. Well, you can see it, those are initials.
Please. Uh-huh.
That was a those were Republicans.
So just, before you go on, just a question for commissioners.
Yeah.
Except for, these are pretty obvious that these are marked ballots. Do we really need to?
Yes,
Yes. We do need to
Sorry.
look at it.
I think we should.
Just bring it up, so we just have a discussion about it.
Overruled.
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
I think that's
Don't know these people.
important. So just don't vote for them. Just don't send your ballot. Maybe it's-
Just one conversation, you know? We should write back.
I'm not sure this one, I don't know this one. If they put the letter, the word no, say it.
Yeah, that's
Just-
something else there.
Was it?
Yeah, they wrote on the ballot.
Those are the initials. Initials.
You know, no.
What was what?
Initials.
I said no.
Okay.
Our political, something is sufficient.
One political job.
No.
Oh, okay.
No?
Linda Greenstein is good. You have something else, I think I heard you say that. That's not person.
That wasn't Senate.
At the top is their
Seven
initials.
Republicans and.
See above the word male? They put their initials.
Male.
Yep.
It's like initials.
Sixteen Dems.
I didn't.
Did you show her the whole thing? Is there any other place where it's
No.
written?
She must
No,
She must have been, it was like, she must have ran for county committee, that was a county committee.
it's right there. above the word male.
There's no writing inside the line.
It's nothing on the ballot.
Looks like an initial.
There's nothing on the ballot.
Second issue,
though.
was she trying to see if her pen was working?
Where?
Yeah, but that's.
What are you showing us?
I would let that one
Above
go.
the word
See,
male.
the word male on the top, right above
Okay.
the
Looks
space.
like MG.
There's a thing up there.
Can you enlarge that?
Okay, do you see it though, right?
I see something that.
Hang on.
Linda, I can pass it to you if you want.
That's how it's.
Because we
It
do.
is marked. It's marked.
Come on.
That's the one they have now.
It's
M
not on the
slash.
ballot though. It's on the paper, but not on the ballot.
That's the ballot. That's anything on the sheet.
Yeah, but the
on
machine,
back,
the
it's
machine
same
can.
thing.
No, but it's the outside look. That's the ballot.
It won't bother, it will go through.
Yeah, that'll go through the
Right,
machine.
I know it
exactly,
will go
because
through the
it's
machine,
not on
but
the
that's not
ballot.
the- That's not the issue.
They went through all of it.
The whole thing is the ballot, the front and the back, the whole thing.
Yeah,
It's
the,
possibly
paper.
distinguished. I think it's,
No,
I think it's
she gave it to me.
I don't think it's on the ballot.
I think that's fine. If it goes through, I would support
So
the
then-
board's intention.
I guess you gotta vote again.
You want to see it? All right.
I'm not sure what it is. It looks like M/M or something.
It's not really on the ballot.
If it's on the back, if this was turned over and they wrote their name on the back.
That
so
wasn't
would
her
you say
name
it?
though. She
But
didn't
if
write
they,
her
but
name.
if they did,
It was-
would that be marked, even though it's not on the ballot?
She didn't write her name. Yes, because we rejected ones where the name was written.
Right.
That's not
But
her
it was the
name.
location. Location
It's
doesn't
an
matter.
initial. You just rejected the other ones that
Yeah,
weren't
the
initial.
location doesn't.
That was
location.
not on the ballot. It's on the ballot.
The whole paper, the front and the back, is the ballot for purposes of marking. Because you can distinguish it, potentially distinguish it from other ballots. Okay, we can vote on it.
Where's the marking?
Above the,
Spacing
Above the
under the word, above the word male.
yeah, it looks like M/M, right at the, above, see where it says M on the mail and ballot?
Can you point to it?
See it? You see it? Here, it's right here. I'll point to
And
it.
it doesn't have to be an initial, I think.
It's right there.
Commissioner Benjamin said she thought maybe it was scratching of her pen,
To see if her pen worked.
get it
That's what I thought
started.
it could have been.
just to,
I don't know.
and because she was careful not to put it on this ballot. You ready, Maria?
Okay.
Sherman,
Yes to accept.
Commissioner Hall,
No to accept, not to accept.
Commissioner Cass,
No, reject.
Commissioner Moskowitz,
Yes, to accept.
Commissioner Jallo,
Yes.
Commissioner Benjamin.
Yes.
Is there any closing counting? Yes?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes to accept.
Yes.
Okay.
Like here.
That's what it is.
No, but isn't that why we look at it?
Yes.
To make
So make a
decisions
decision.
like
We-
this?
That's right.
Exactly.
We have to make a decision.
That was right, or that?
That's it.
Right.
Whatever it
Yeah,
was.
actually, I changed my number, but.
Yeah, they really
Nice
don't like
nails,
this
Liz.
person.
Lynn, I was just gonna say, your nails are gorgeous.
Nice nails.
And he said last time too.
That's very whole thing.
What is it? I missed it. This Commissioner Frankel's fault.
That was
Yeah.
very.
Oh, that's funny.
Unfortunately, this gets tossed. Absolutely.
After they're gone.
Absolutely not.
It says void in their initials.
Okay.
Darn.
How many times can you say to people? Change.
Well, we have
Their
thousands.
name,
No.
Nope.
We have thousands. You never see those. Most people follow.
I don't know what that is. It looks like initials,
That's the only thing again, right?
yeah.
That's a reject.
What about the rest of?
Yeah,
is there any
That's
other
inside
things?
the ballot. That is
It
inside
was
the ballot.
inside this
Yeah.
dotted lines.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll go with you on that
And,
one, Commissioner.
and just let me ask
Oh,
a
and it's
question again.
circled.
Yeah.
No, she
There's
circled
nothing
the word
else.
Democrat and everything.
There's nothing, it's at the top.
Did you see that where she
Let me ask you
circled
this.
the Democrat?
So
Okay,
can I ask a
that's-
question? Now, when it's written like that, and I know that this isn't the primary issue, I just have a question. Does the machine pick that up? Can
Well, the black lines, the pen going on the black check marks might interfere, might have to be remade. If it kicks it out, we'll remake it.
Oh, sure. And then when, of course, when they're writing on the bubble or anywhere in the box, the machines can't
It'll kick it out.
that. And then it's up to you guys to, it would be up to you guys to remake it and actually make a determination
Right.
as to what the intention of the voter was in those instances.
Well,
Even if they're writing no, yes, and stuff like that. So that to me, that's what, you know, leads me towards it's problematic. But, okay.
so is that a no?
No.
Yes.
Reject?
Yep.
Sorry, we wrote sorry error in the initial bit.
Okay. Sorry, Joey.
I'm still crossing out the initial bit. This one initial.
Yeah, no, it's really good. Okay.
That's it for me, for the signatures, that's That's it for the warrant.
Okay.
Do we have any signatures don't match?
Yeah, we got those.
Oh, thank you.
Charlie, this is a good one. Thank you.
So where's putting that, I gotta get the 50% first count.
Oh,
I have a question. The ones that we rejected, they're not getting cure letters or anything.
No,
are
it's
they?
not a cure.
No, they're not. They're just gonna get, yeah, so those people don't even know their names. We don't know who those people are anyway, right? Right.
Well, we could. No, we don't. It's pulled out. You're right, sorry.
Okay, so I have
Be back.
missing signatures. The Democrats 120 and the Republican 17.
Well, those are all consent letters.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
These are the ones I'm still waiting on.
Right, I move that we reject all of those subject to them, subject to us receiving proper cure letters.
Second.
Roll call.
Chairman Engel?
Yeah.
Commissioner Freitzman?
Yes.
Commissioner Cavanaugh?
Yes.
Commissioner Martin?
Yes.
Commissioner Jello?
Yes.
Yes.
The assistant, we'll say it doesn't matter, we'll show them for Jello.
Okay, so printed signatures, Republican 6, and Democrat 69. 69.
All right, I move that we reject all of those ballots subject to proper cure letters coming in.
Second.
Roll call.
Chairman Engel? Commissioner Freitzman?
Yes.
Commissioner Cavanaugh?
Yes.
Commissioner Cavanaugh, these are the sisters sign.
Yes.
Commissioner Jello?
Yes.
Mr. Benjamin?
Yes, the sisters, but can you count or no? All right, so the Republican on the POAs is the power of attorneys, I have one. Democrats I have for the sister signing or POAs, and that's 9. So we're gonna review those.
I move that we reject those. I don't think they can,
Why are we
we don't
You're
say,
gonna review them, aren't you?
no, those 10, right? There's well, 9 and 1, it's power of, it says it's power of attorney or
Or an assistant?
but did the assistant sign their name or the donor's
No.
name?
In this
The
case,
sister-
wait a second.
There's different scenarios.
Yeah.
Okay, if the assistant signed their own name, then those are automatic, that's reject. If we think the assistant signed the voter's name, then we have to look at it, right?
The sister signed the voter's name, yes.
Yes, we think the staff believes that that was signed by the assistant.
Your
Yeah.
sister sign that. You say your own name. Your turn sideways, facing the other way, the other way.
Okay.
Kathy, sure.
Goes this way.
Goes that way. So the voter is Patricia something, and this is, can't read it out.
Oh, it says something or other
That
by,
says
but it
Patricia.
says by.
Walker.
It already says,
That says
say
Patricia.
POA by, that's a reject.
That looks like Walter.
Yeah.
Not
So I think that was
Patricia looks like a little Walter.
Oh, signature selected.
Oh,
No,
okay.
up there it says, it's that Democrat Party, and then it's Walter J.
So Walter the
POA
signer also
for
signed
That's what I'm
as
saying, there's different
That's the
scenarios.
assistant.
That's a reject.
So it'd be their sister signing their name, or, you know, definitely with their power of attorney signs from them.
I know, those were automatic.
I would say no, so. I don't know what to sign.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but. We'll just repeat the other ones.
Big Pal.
So that's BG, right?
It says if you love it, he is unable to,
Reject.
Rejected.
yeah,
No good.
no. The only ones we really have to look at is if the staff feels that
So you don't
the
wanna see the rest
sister,
of them?
we can do it, but I don't know how many of those were the sister, if the sister signed the person's name, and we just, the
Yes,
staff
yes,
feels
yes.
it looks like the same signature, that's something we have to look at. If it already says, if the sister, if it
It's
says on
different
there.
name, if it's two different
Right,
names.
yes. But either, we only have two.
Let's just do it.
We'll start with the regular ones, all right? Calvin, Shar?
I did call
See,
these
sisters
people
sign
and
everything
their
with the voter.
sisters, and I did send them another
Printed
clear
anyway,
letter.
That's what they
Okay.
agreed
Give them the opportunity
It's
to.
printed anyway,
Right,
isn't
we're gonna
it?
go,
Yes.
Okay, so that's not good.
we're going through the other ones, these are not the sister
That's
ones.
gonna be for the police.
They're looking at the sister ones, you want to see. They sign their names and it's automatic.
They don't teach.
Okay.
They don't teach here.
Okay, where's the envelope?
No, they don't have an envelope, some of them don't have envelopes. So their sister. Okay, we're gonna do this.
So we're moving on to the regular
Yeah.
signatures. All right, Republicans, we had 6 no matches, and the Democrats, we had 42 no matches.
You're talking about
That's-
signatures that don't match.
Yeah, that's what we're going through now.
No man.
There's no signature.
Oh, it's compared, that's, at least we have to compare.
So the signature right here.
There was nothing
Can
that
you say it?
says on your name here. There was nothing on
Yes.
Well,
Sign
look at that.
there. There
There
is
was
something.
nothing on that line.
Sign name here, there is something, so that's not much of a signature.
You go to
No,
the next
reject.
one. You can't
Reject.
accept it. You have to reject it.
Yes, it's
Reject.
rejected.
I'm just gonna mark it.
That was this
Was
one.
that on you here?
No, there was something
There
here.
was
There
nothing
was
on
something.
here.
I did your sister ones.
Pretty pleasant, not a signature, there was something.
This. You did already, right? It's jumbled over here.
Are they laughing at us?
Yes.
So man, I'm shocked
Okay.
that you're not getting.
Sit down, we looked at them already. We don't have no room up here. Damn, we got them going on.
First bulletin.
No.
Oh,
No.
God, what? No. Reject.
Is that the,
Yeah, check us with that.
Look how nice and neat that signature is.
Is that from North Brunswick? That
You
Richard
have one
Hammond?
for the Brunswick pad? No, no, we're starting to be in the Hampshire town. Is it part of it?
she knows. Something like that.
Who's Cranberry? That was
Cranberry?
Cranberry.
We should all go to the cranberry again.
No.
Okay.
So no?
Don't you agree? That's okay. Thank you.
Is that the same, who's that, what's the name of that person? That doesn't even look like, this sample signature doesn't look like.
Mehmet is the first name.
It says it in the back.
Yeah, in the background.
It says Mehmet. So.
I know it says that, but that sample signature doesn't look like
Yeah, I agree with you
at
there.
all.
Yeah, that's what we don't accept.
Same one.
No, this sample is,
Do you want to see it again?
No.
the sample.
I guess that we're saying, can they say?
that's a second sample of either one, Maris. Okay, go ahead. That's all we got.
So we
I
got.
think we're staying
More?
on it.
Yeah. That's what it's.
Same thing, Mehmet. Something or other.
And now it's,
That's it.
I'm surprised I haven't.
You want to see it on the ballot again? Kathleen?
Can you just,
Someone else?
I forgot which line. Is it the very bottom line is that it's supposed to be the voter signature or
Yeah.
something?
I think it was printed anyway.
Yeah.
Printed?
Okay,
It's printed.
it looks more printed than written.
No, reject.
reject. No,
Oh my goodness.
reject.
Where's the name? I don't
Looks like
see-
reject.
I don't see any pump. Doesn't look so.
Reject.
Are those Republicans? They're around this pile.
Yes.
You got this on that.
I did, yeah. It's okay, I'll take care of it.
We're keeping track of next one. These are programs. That's the discrete
It's like my schools.
Lisa is a Democratic ballot.
Was it?
I think we did that.
No.
That's a no.
Nope.
I don't agree.
No. Oh, no.
Computer's the only one that maybe looks.
Here's this one.
You wanna look at it again?
It's way more than
Okay. Yeah, the beginning.
It's all in the cure letters, so they're gonna share it.
Was nothing even similar. No. I mean, the K would have been distinctive on this one. I don't.
Slow down. Hate,
The last name is
They just didn't finish the Hines.
the R is the bad, right?
Are there any others?
I don't like the
Yeah.
H.
Do we have a second,
The
Check
H
it there.
The H is
No, I would see if it's ever.
Same.
R and the H?
The R is still,
I don't see the A in the other one.
I'm not bad on it, I think that's
With that, we want,
decent.
I think I could probably accept, but I can go either way.
I'd accept it.
Yeah, so this,
And ours just do
So
yeah,
that's good?
yes.
Okay, we're taking that.
Is that a yes?
Enough yeses.
No, I know, but I just wanted to make sure that
Yeah.
the rest of the table,
Benefit of that.
not even close. Even the B doesn't look like,
It's a
It's
system.
like focus on the first letter, it's not the same.
It's a.
So if you do the first letter, then it's right.
Okay.
No.
Okay, now look at,
That's just initial.
if you don't get the IDDH right, you could just do the beginning,
If it stopped at, yes, exactly.
right? Then it
If
would look
stopped after
exactly
that,
the
it would
same.
look
So what do we do
mostly
on
the
this one?
same.
Still doesn't look the same.
Really? Okay, I mean, but you know what I'm saying, right?
I think the only thing that looks the same is that one.
This one doesn't even,
And that's
doesn't
it.
even go in the same direction.
Actually, no.
You don't think so?
No, I can reject it.
That's a reject?
Yes.
But I'm looking at it closer than.
I'm not voting. I just thought it was an interesting perspective.
First name, Anton,
No?
No.
Is that his brother or sister? Same last name?
And you?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Who?
Cal.
No? No, no.
That was the only signature anyway.
No. It's too bad. So much more careful. Cheryl, we're in the board meeting, I'll call you back.
It's printed.
Go with a D. It's printed.
No.
Doesn't matter.
First name matches.
They got it.
Can you see it again or no?
Can I see it again?
Getting
Someone-
pushy.
The
I
G
think the
again.
last name matches. There's three
They
names on the left.
voted to out,
JD.
no, but they said
If
the
it's not
first one
print-
is
If
printed
it's not
too.
printed, it doesn't match. And if it is
And I don't
printed,
think
they're
it
gonna
doesn't
get a
match.
pure letter either way.
They said,
Yes.
Reject?
Yeah.
They said
Yes.
yes.
No, they said yes, rejected, right? Yes, rejected.
Okay.
Okay,
This is the same as the last.
Same household.
Yeah.
really?
Oh, you know, it's the same person signed this as the other one.
Really?
Is that yep, that does, the
That's a reject by
GALE
the-
is exactly the same as the last one.
It's a
But
reject.
that's why I wanted to look at it again.
Okay, so that's not good, folks. Should we pull those out
Same
and look at
household.
them both together?
Same person
No,
signed
they're
the
both,
proposal.
it's the,
Me and my
But
brother
it's
have
one
similar
person
handwriting.
sending in two ballots?
No, it's supposed to be two different people.
That's what I'm saying. Should we not look at that?
well, it means that if one person signed both, it's like husband and wife or whatever it is. So we said the signatures look good. We got a cure letter, if the right person signs
The
it.
D wasn't the same,
properly,
the GALE is the same.
The GALE was the same,
Those were two different names.
Yes,
same
there were
house.
two different ballots.
See that?
That's not
Two
bad
people now,
either,
so-
except the first name's not written out. The last name looks pretty good.
You want to show, this last name is the same as that one.
Also,
The signature on that one, the last name is identical. It's the one you just saw.
And that's the other one, you see?
Yeah, see, that's,
GALE.
both of those were signed by the
Yeah.
same person.
Anyway, which person was it?
I just say we reject it.
Yeah, it's gonna go.
Send
to
them a
the-
cure, send them a cure letter, send them a cure.
Yeah,
Both of them?
yes. Could be signed, could it be signed by,
they're not gonna do
could
it.
be signed by a son and daughter. The parents died, the son and daughter.
No,
No.
Reject.
Reject,
That's your sister anyway.
reject.
Reject.
Yeah, reject. I reject it.
I
don't see it.
don't
I don't see it.
anything. No? Okay. No.
Yeah, wait,
Yeah.
is that one?
That's the same thing again,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
No,
Same
we
as-
just showed this ballot rejected.
So reject?
Unless there's another alternate signature.
I don't like it.
Okay, reject.
That one.
No.
That was the same signature as another one.
That's a
You
lie.
wanted The other one was sort of like that?
Reject?
Reject.
That's exactly like
No.
Not happy with that.
No.
Is that the
Printed.
same
That was
person?
printed.
Where's the name on this one?
Yeah, it's it.
That's rejected.
Dogs.
No. No. I don't. What is it? Oh. K is not, The same,
The
look at the
sister signed
case.
it.
The sister signed it. Look, the case or the
Yeah.
case on the ballot and the sister's case
Yeah.
are identical.
Case on the ballot.
On
No, the
left, ballot
sister's
and
name.
this flap. Look at the top, look at the signature of the voter, supposed signature of the voter, and then look right below that.
Sign name here.
Yeah,
Well, that looks like
Yes.
nothing like that one.
No, it's the sister's signature.
and look below at the sister.
I don't need to draw those conclusions to say I just don't agree with the,
Yeah.
it just doesn't match.
Yeah.
Who's this, sister?
Nope.
No.
Oh, gosh.
No. No.
Catholic person? I can see it, I can see it.
Heidi. Heidi.
Where's,
Nope.
no.
No.
There's nothing for those tests.
Okay, yeah, my birthday.
Mine has
No. God, no. Can't even look like the same. I don't see the other one.
no.
He's younger, so he's able to read.
No.
Mm,
You wanna see it again?
just 2 seconds, just so a different egg.
It's a print date, it's a person
It's
name,
different A.
Okay, I
different
see
date.
that. Reject it.
No.
Yes, reject, reject.
No.
The J's aren't even close. And the funny thing is they have to move it twice differently.
Hang in there.
No. No.
You're both electional scribbles,
I was
very
gonna
different
say, I
electional
dare him to
scribbles.
write it that way again.
They probably painted those and rejected every year.
Exactly.
No.
Okay.
No.
You know, it's difficult to can't see it.
Can I see it? No.
That's tough.
I see it.
No.
No.
How about the end? How about the end of the name?
Yeah. Too much work.
You see the end? At the beginning?
No.
No? Sylvia?
The last two letters are a little
No.
bit, but it's not enough.
Nothing, right? No. All right. Thought we could maybe find one somewhere. The end, right? Maybe we will.
We did find one. Can you say that?
The safe one.
No.
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 Oh, no. See where this
No.
What? Is it there?
It's just
I'll go with the first one.
No.
No. Oh, isn't that funny? That's very close.
I say yes.
I would say yes. Actually, I would say yes for that.
Isn't
That's
that
good.
funny?
Yep, that's good.
I said no when I saw the first one, but now I'm looking at this,
It's a yes.
right? It
It's
has-
good.
Okay. You get pushy. You don't have a good voice. I did not ever hear that you had a good voice, so watch it. That was funny though. He's right, I jumped right in. No. And
No on
then,
this.
it's so funny.
So these are the ones that the sister sign, you think the sister sign? Sign their name?
Whether or not it's sister sign, it's not.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
What is that? What's that?
I mean,
Doesn't
it's not-
match.
It doesn't match anyway, so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step and tap ones.
Is it done?
What's the purpose of making a distinction that the sister sign?
It really doesn't. It goes
It's
back
just
to
the signature doesn't match.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They were just surmising as to why the signature. Right, as long as it doesn't match.
Surmise.
This is Simon.
Just slam.
What do you say?
It's printed anyway.
Yeah, it's printed.
One's an
His
N,
sister-
one's
his
an
sister-
N, as, oh, the AZ,
No, it doesn't match.
the AZ, you don't know?
No, it's printed.
It's reject.
It's hand printed.
What?
Yeah.
Why don't you-
No.
I can't even see
I can't see the written
the
sound.
name, right?
But it's not.
Like I said, I call a lot of them
See
too.
where
We
you
send
can
another
pull that.
letter to them.
It's not terrible.
The Gonzalez looks the same.
Which
What is
one?
that first?
The Gonzalez?
The W's different.
There's no M though.
Do you have a second?
And there's no M,
Do you have another signature?
right? There's no M.
They get a cure letter, do they?
Yeah, you should, right?
No, that's the only signature on file.
That's what rejected.
I don't like it. Did you reject it?
Yes, we reject.
This one I actually spoke to the POA, and they said they signed it, and I sent them another cure letter.
Okay. We'll reject that one too.
No.
I didn't realize it was so late.
Ernestine.
These look great. I could, no, it's too deep this
The
one.
angle
The first one is
the
great.
angle of this, I was almost certain to see what the angle of this is.
What do you think?
Oh, this is one of the ones that didn't have that.
I think you're right, the angle was not right.
Yeah,
This
that's
is the one that had that letter,
Oh, yeah.
and they admitted to doing it, and they're sending me another one.
Okay.
All right.
So the county clerk is still sending that letter out to anybody who signs for a disabled person? If they, remember the letter that you didn't want to accept?
Yeah.
They're still sending that letter out.
So I contacted him and told him the letter's no good, so he said that he's gonna
Send
go
you
hand and
something.
sign it.
Okay.
Why are they still sending those out?
We only got, I think,
Because state
two
division
of
of elections
those.
told them they can.
Because who
They
did?
should be. If they're requesting, if somebody signs for a disabled person, they're gonna sign the disabled person's signature name. And they send that form with them.
The law doesn't provide for that.
That's the last one we're looking at.
It says POA. Forget it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Reject.
That's it.
Okay.
So we have two good ones, right?
Yep.
All right.
Shift too?
So you're saying is mine passed the test so far?
Undisenfranchised.
I'm waiting for mine to come up.
What's the plan now?
Hold on, we can start the meeting.
Yes, we start trusting. Commissioners comment?
Okay.
Public, I'm sorry. So sorry. Take my time.
Time to wake up.
Finished, Linda?
Yeah, we're done with it, so.
All right, Commissioner comments.
Just very quickly, earlier, right before this meeting, I went to polling places in 5 different towns. I only have 2 comments with that. One, there's about 14 districts. There was only one poll clerk that was missing, so everything was fully staffed except for one poll clerk in 14 districts. And the other thing is the turnout was horrible. The highest turnouts when I get there, and granted some of it was earlier in the morning, was the highest turnout was low double digits. That's all I have.
Any further comments, Commissioners?
It's very similar, I think, all the time and energy that gets into concept of voting and the lack of response. I cannot think of any more things that we can do to make people understand the real importance of it, especially to give them the opportunity to vote at home, sign the ballot, get it in, I don't know.
The
So
early voting
if this
was a low
goes to the
turnout, too.
public, send in your suggestions, please.
Early voting with a low turnout, too.
Yes.
Well, the primary
Higher than
primary turnout is lower in general, so,
Yeah, I know, but still.
yes.
All right, public comments. Charlie?
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Charlie Cradaville. I wanted to raise a couple of really serious concerns about transparency when it comes to results of the elections. I understand that's the purview of the county clerk, and they get some guidance from the Secretary of State, but I want to make you all aware of some discrepancies. So, Board of Elections obviously keeps the records of who voted. And for our recent school election in April, I requested and recently received the list of who voted. There were 635 voters listed for the election. But when you look at the county clerk's election results, there's only 630 ballots counted and apparently one blank mail-in ballot, so maybe 631. But there's 4 extra voters who don't have votes that counted. If you look at the provisionals, I was told very early on there were 15 provisionals in the election. The file that the board provided me has 17 provisional voters listed. Similar, there were 3 additional mail-in voters that, just doesn't comport with the results released by the county clerk. Now, I would do my thing and be auditing that and checking into what districts they might be in, et cetera, but I can't do that because the county clerk has chosen to over-suppress the results of practice that was unprecedented until last year, where because the turnout is so low, under the justification of voter privacy, they are refusing to release the breakdowns of the district level results of how many mail-ins each candidate got and how many machine votes each candidate got. And they're doing this under supposed guidance from the Secretary of State, but the guidance from the Secretary of State is not really well done. It adds an arbitrary threshold of 14 votes that allows or suggests suppression when there's a district with less than 14 votes, even though there's no reason for that to be the arbitrary threshold for voter privacy. And at the end of the day, there's discrepancies that now can't be investigated, and the official results that are being filed with the state are not being made available to the public, and the ES&S reports are frankly not good. They're very poor and even, raise more questions about the results. And, I've been diligently following up to try to get fuller results, and I must say that, we're now here 6 weeks after the election, and I still haven't gotten them. So I'm very concerned about this. I've been in touch with the Secretary of State's office, and they've promised a response now for what has been nearly a month. They have not provided that response, and I'm even told that the county clerk reached out for guidance and didn't hear back from them in a timely fashion. So I feel like both the county clerk and the Division of Elections bear some responsibility for this, but like usual, they're both pointing the finger at each other and not actually solving the problem. Of course, we are today having an election where for one of the two major parties, there are district level elections that will require the release of all the results at the district level. And I want to push for more transparency. For instance, we need to be able to access immediately the write-in results for each contest of the 1,200 plus contests on the ballot. And as of now, that's not going to be released. I'm told the county clerk is going to release district level results for this race. And if they're doing it for this race, it begs the question, why are they doing any suppression of other races, especially when there's no proof that it would actually invade one voter's privacy? If you look at the numbers from the election as I have, it's highly unlikely that voter privacy would be implicated in any of the districts. If they go by the 14 vote threshold, 4 of the districts, they could get away with suppressing the results. But what about the other 24 districts? Why are they over suppressing the results? These questions need to be answered, and I hope that the board will work to get the county to finally send a representative to these meetings, and perhaps even the state Division of Elections. I know the Attorney General represents the board, and the Secretary of State plays a critical role here. Frankly, they are dropping the ball right now on this important transparency issue. We can't have secret election results. The public, to have confidence in the election, you need to be able to access all the results. And I'm very disturbed by what's been going on, and the fact that the numbers don't add up only provide more reason to investigate and be more transparent. So I hope the board shares my views, and I hope to take my suggestions to heart. Thank you.
I'm a little confused. A 14 number is clearly arbitrary, but any number would be arbitrary.
Right.
The whole concept is very generally speaking unsatisfactory. It's a question of what voter privacy, etc. But did you say that they're not releasing the results for districts that had more than 14, even though 14 was the magic number?
Yeah, they're not releasing the breakdown of how many votes came from the mail-ins and how many votes came in from the machine by candidate for those 24 districts, and there's no reason to do that. What's that?
Ever? You were told they will never release that.
Yes, they are.
And those are in districts where
I've requested the official results.
More than 14 votes.
Yeah, huger numbers, much bigger numbers. There's 4 districts that would be under the threshold. But
Less than 14, they're not releasing. So less
But
than.
no, it sounds like they're, even if it's more than 14, they're still not re-receiving.
Right, and again, the 14 number has no good reason. The situation that would invade potential voter privacy is if a candidate or a question receives the exact number of votes of the total voters. So if you have only one voter and one yes vote for the budget question, you can say that voter definitely voted yes for the budget, and that would invade voter privacy. But unless you have that situation, there's no justification, no reason to be secret about the full and complete results. 14 versus 13 versus 15 doesn't make a lick of difference, and that's what our Secretary of State is pushing. It doesn't make any sense. And I do have one additional question, but it seems like this
As far as you are aware, is that statewide or is that just this county?
I haven't tried to get results from any other counties.
Okay.
We only have New
I
Brunswick.
was just
here.
curious if that's advice given to our clerk or if that's everything. Doesn't mean it's not.
It's guidance
right or
available
wrong.
on the
Right.
state website, so
Okay.
it is public statewide document.
Okay.
You said this election, this primary, they are going to be able to do it for you, though.
They're going to
Because
have
it's
to
district
because
elections,
there's district
because of
elections.
Betty's
But,
committee.
you know,
So they will be able to do it.
right,
Well,
I'm,
county committee elections, which in one part or the other party, where people get elected by, only one
Democratic
person
committee.
voted,
Right.
and they vote, how they voted, that's the only person that voted, and the votes has to be public. So-
yeah, and I guess we'll see how they report the other races in situations like that. It's, you know, a lot has changed, but this is unacceptable to me, and I want to raise it to you. The other question I had was simple. I don't know if anybody can answer, but are there any issues today beyond what's been said on the record with the equipment or staffing or anything? Any problems?
I had a couple of stops in Edison where the poll workers that were setting up the room did not go by the diagrams they were given in the bag. They said it wasn't it wasn't spoken about at the meetings or the trainings, but and other people said it was. So I don't know, but anyway, at one poll they had to readjust the room.
In the
Change
14
the tables.
districts that I went
There
in,
were people waiting to
14
vote.
districts I went in today, there were no issues. The only issue they said is we need more voters.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's all they said.
You didn't have any either, right? And you went
Fair
to.
enough. Okay, well,
No, the only thing is, like she said.
thank you for hearing me out.
Okay, any
you.
other comments from the public? No? Okay.
We have an ongoing meeting, so we're not
Yeah,
going to adjourn.
right,
No.
we're not adjourned.
Okay.